James Hirsen, Newsmax insider, author of the Left Coast Report. So James, to hear Jerry Seinfeld talk about being on the autism spectrum, did that surprise you?
Absolutely stunning, but beautiful in this sense. There are literally hundreds of thousands of kids who are going to look at this and be so inspired, because arguably Jerry Seinfeld is the best, or at least one of the best, stand-up comedians in the world. And for him to be able to overcome that and do what he has done, and of course his television show is it's almost like I Love Lucy, and the most successful syndicated show out there. And so I think it's inspirational and it's a wonderful thing.
James, are there other celebrities who have also made similar declarations?
Well, we certainly know Michael J. Fox has been open about his Parkinson's disease, and other celebrities have things that they've overcome. But I think this is part of the American spirit, that it's part of the work ethic and the idea of success, that people overcome obstacles and achieve in spite of them. And almost every person that's been successful has some concept that they had to overcome, and especially we have these inspirational entrepreneurs such as Steve Jobs, Bill Gates. They're dropouts from normal schooling. Of course, Mark Zuckerberg. So I just think I love that Jerry Seinfeld came forward with that. I think it's gonna help parents too, because now they have something to say to their kids.
Well, let's hope it does. James, we have a number of topics we want to discuss with you today. Let's talk about the courts upholding gay marriage bans in 4 states yesterday. As an attorney, do you believe the move is going to force the Supreme Court to step in and make a ruling once and for all?
I think it's inevitable that question eventually reaches the High Court. They are reluctant. They're going to use every possible, legal maneuver. And of course, they have absolute discretion as to which cases they take. But I think it's, when there's this many disparate opinions at the appellate level, it creates legal confusion. And that is the time for the court to step in. And I believe inevitably they will. And it's just going to depend on what the makeup of the court is at the time as to the outcome of this.
And of course, we appreciate that legal opinion, James. We were just joking about being an attorney and somehow being besmirching your character. We appreciate your legal knowledge. Tell you what, there's another important issue. When we come back, we're going to ask you to put on your cap as a critic and a cultural observer to talk about the role Hollywood may have played in changing the perception and the acceptance of gay marriage. We're going to get to that question, have more with James Hirsen in mere moments here. So stay with us as we continue our conversation with our right man on the left coast. And America's Forum continues here on Newsmax TV.